Okay, everyone, it's Sherelle from Crafty Girl Down South. I don't know how many of you have already been watching my video. If you watched my video with Lowe's and TJ Maxx, then you already know the project that I'm getting ready to work on. And this is a Farmhouse chalkboard. It's actually going to go on the wall above this buffet right behind me. And I was telling everyone that when I transitioned to Farmhouse decor about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I started from scratch. All of my decoration was pretty much traditional. So I sold some stuff, gave some stuff away. And then pretty much my husband and I have been creating pieces from inspiration from Hobby Lobby and Kirkland's and some of the home decor stores. I've also done a lot of DIY projects, purchased a lot of things from thrift stores and antique stores. And I've also done some auctions, and then I went and repurposed some of those items. Some of them I just use them as they are because they fit the style that I'm into. But so anyway, I purchased these mirrors to just kind of fill a space on the wall. I actually got them from TJ Maxx, but they are not the right scale and proportion that I was looking for this wall. So I've been kind of looking around like the last year trying to find something that I really like to put here. And I've seen a lot of Farmhouse chalkboards, not only on websites, but in person, as well as in some of the people that I follow on YouTube in their home tours. But the problem is a lot of those chalkboards, most of them are very expensive. I know Wayfair had one that was a 24 by 24 and it was $139.99 plus tax. And I wanted one much larger than that. I think the measurements of the one that we're going to make is 40 by 45. And if I had to purchase that from a store like Wayfair or somewhere else, I would pay close to $400 for the piece that I'm wanting for this wall behind me. I'm also going to be changing 2 cathedrals out on this wall that we had put in the hallway that I really didn't like them there. So I think they're going to be a better fit here, and I'll show you guys that later. But right now we're going to get started on this project. I am not going to film every single minute of it, but I will film all of the important steps. I just don't want the video to be extremely long because it takes a long time for the video to upload. So if you watched my video the other day, you know that I purchased an MDF sheet. And this is a sheet, this large sheet that you see here laid out on the table, and I'll give a better view in just a second. It's an MDF board. The entire sheet was only $17. The entire sheet was only $17. So we ended up getting all, I know, I'll get it done in just a second. We only used a certain portion of the sheet for our project scale that we wanted done. I have another whole piece almost left, more than half sheet of the MDF in the garage, and I'm going to make several other signs from the sheet that is remaining for fall, Christmas, and other Farmhouse signs. I told you guys that I have a Cricut maker that I purchased some months ago that I've never used, so I'm going to actually start using that to create some signs. So we purchased the MDF sheet for $17. We also purchased some 4-foot 1x3 boards and some 8-foot 1x3 boards. My husband has went on and cut these 1x3s already. He's already angled them and everything to pretty much to go ahead on and frame this piece once I'm finished. And I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stain this, and one of my favorite Farmhouse stains is right here, and it is Early American, and you can find this at Lowe's or Wal-Mart or anywhere. I use this same stain color for my ladders as well as the the window frame that my husband built me in the living room. So the frames are going to be stained the early American color. And then I'm going to paint the actual MDF board with chalkboard paint, because the finished item that's going to go on this wall behind me, I'll be able to write various sayings on it with chalk each season. I can also hang wreaths in the center and do a lot of things with it. So I also forgot to do the comparison for our chalkboard with that of Wayfair. The smallest chalkboard at Wayfair is a 24 by 24, and it is on sale for $139.99. Its original price is $153. The chalkboard measurements that we are creating is a 45 by 40. And that same chalkboard would be almost $300 at Wayfair if you just went out and ordered it there. It only cost us about $40 because we already had some of the supplies on hand. But even if you had to go out and buy some stain or a paintbrush, you still would spend less than $50. So it's still an excellent project to do if you were looking for something similar to this. I am also going to insert a clip of the Wayfair chalkboard after this frame.
Trying to find your way. Let's see you smiling. Since we were stuck in LA, we can jump the rooftop and come watch the skyline with me. Finally don't get enough. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Spend all the rose.
Okay, you guys, I finished the first coat of paint. And I'm going to let this dry for a while. I'm actually painting it right up under the ceiling fan in the dining room. So this first coat should dry pretty quickly. And then I'm going to come back and apply a second coat. And depending on how that second coat looks, will determine if I'm going to apply a third coat or not. I'm also going to go ahead on and get started staining those 1x3s. So this portion of the video, I stained one 1x3 on camera just to show the process that I use. And normally, and I'm using the early American stain, I just use the end of my old rag, and then I start to apply the stain, and I use the other side of the rag that's dry to rub it in. I did not really want a really dark stain, and the more that you apply and the thicker you apply, the color is going to be darker. So you see, I pretty much wipe the excess off each time I do it. And I didn't stain the back because that part is not going to show, just the top and the sides. After I finished staining this last 1x3, then I went back and applied a second coat of chalkboard paint to the MDF board.
I see you climbing, been trying to find your way. Let's see you smiling. Since we were stuck in LA, we gon' jump the rooftop and come watch the skyline with me. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a ride. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me.
On this portion of the video, I pretty much just laid all the boards down just to kind of see how it was looking so far. So Jeremy ended up screwing all of the 1x3s to the MDF when he got home from work the night before. But once he screwed everything in, we noticed that it was some gaps in between each of the corners of the board. So I decided to use some spackling, which is wood filler, to fill in all of those gaps on each of the four corners. And spackling, when you apply it, when it's wet, it's pink, but after it dries, it's white. So that way you know when it's ready to be sanded. So normally I use like a popsicle stick or anything that will help you get the spackling in the crevices, but for some reason I didn't have any popsicle sticks like I thought I had, so I just used a butter knife to apply the spackling into the cracks. And once I applied the spackling into all the cracks, once it dried, then I began the sanding process.
Finally don't get enough. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it beaches. Stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a ride. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me.
So that I can get ready to stain.
That pretty brown face, I see you climbing. Been trying to find your own way. Let's see you smiling. Since we were stuck in late, babe, come jump the rooftop and come watch the skyline with me. Finally don't get enough. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it beaches. Stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a ride. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me.
Okay, so it's finished. I've stained all of the pieces, the spackling, sanded it down, restained it. And it is ready to be put up. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you guys that in the back, he secured the MDF to the trim with 1/2-inch wood screws. In this portion of the video, Jeremy is securing the brackets to the back of the chalkboard so that he can secure it on the wall. He actually used one bracket on each side, and then he used another hanging piece in the middle of the two brackets.
Finally don't get enough. Finally been riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moon. Stay in the moon with me.
So this is the finished product, and I really love it. It pretty much came out just how I wanted it to come out, and this is kind of the beginning of my transformation of my dining room. I hope by the holiday season we pretty much have everything in order and all of my ideas are kind of put into place, but this is kind of the first piece of the puzzle. And everything on that wall there are pieces that we've done together. The two rustic lanterns, the tray, the buffet, all of these have been products that we pretty much have done together to get accomplished. So I'm happy on what's in store for the next few months. And guys, I forgot to add that this chalkboard is almost twice the size of the Wayfair chalkboard. And it only cost us pretty much less than $40 because we already had some of those supplies on hand. The chalkboard at Wayfair would have cost us about $300. So this concludes my video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, Crafty Girl Down South. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and would like to continue seeing my content, and also comment in the comment section of the video. I will be sure to respond back. So until next time, guys, bye-bye.